one, right? Is the not new addition, but somebody who has plugged back in very recently, hasn't had a ton of playing time in this split, even though obviously his performance.
And guess what? You can't push the wave versus me anymore. Junglers are getting very close to level 6. Rookie.
Oh, Rookie! One more auto. Knight's gonna flash away from the last tower shot as well. Pick it up time around as Knight continuing to look like the best mid laner here in the league. Get BLG off to a good start. Now we see Wei with the subjugate in hand, going to use it on while the Eclipse is in. That means Leona is going to melt very quickly as IG will find a response right back.
Try to be Rise in the early game. It is try to get early push. Rookie can join this fight late. He will have to roam more.
Beishwan with the flash EQ, doesn't find a knockup, but still can use that Cataclysm, waiting to find the perfect moment. Now uses it onto Wei, but he will go down in response. But Elk has been transcended, issuing out auto attacks like it's nobody's damn business, and allows for BLG to pick up the feats of warfare with Elk dashing away. The final rocket from Gala, though, will make it a trade. He mounts forward for a second, and now it's Rookie versus Knight on the top side river, and we saw how it worked the last time around. Knight feeling very confident in this exchange as Rookie trying to find the overloads, misses another one here. Knight with 3-hit passive, and the weirding will take him down. And
BLG, you win for that topside play. There's no ultimate for Wei to take away and subjugate one of these targets, so point out one of these other champions later on in the series, but BLG, they're going to brute force this. They put a large amount of their focus into the top side, so much of their vision here. You don't win this trade versus a 2 Grubs team. Sorry, IG.
IG have the Trundle, and they have the Corki helping them out too, but first tower gonna go BLG's way. It's gonna be the feats of strength now fully awarded to them, but in terms of gold, not gonna be the worst case scenario here for Invictus, as they're able to trade something on the bottom side of the map. Overall, where things are standing right now, about a 1,500 gold lead in the hands of BLG.
Oh, wow.
Here, the power of this Trundle, that Chomp is able to reset on this tower so much. It allows for that tier 2 to go down on top of the tier 1. All 5 of your teammates while also hurting all 5 of the others. Team want to fight around this dragon. I think BLG realized that IG would be very happy with just getting the first 2 dragons, stalling this game out, like we were originally saying. So they want to prioritize that side of the map. But IG just trying to avoid fighting, although it might not be able to happen as Gala is getting caught out by Knight at this point. That is so much damage being issued. Not going to even be able to be saved by Mako's redemption. He dies just too quickly. And now Mako can be the next
team and got them that win over JDG in the playoffs.
I mean, Name's looking grim. Like when you see Beishwan has been subbed in after a game 1 loss by BLG against JDG, a team that has struggled throughout the entirety of this split.
Yeah.
People were thinking, oh, okay, this is cooked, right? But Beishwan somehow able to channel something within the BLG team and allowed them to find that reverse sweep. And you can see them kind of rallying around their old jungler. Obviously, some medical issues with this player as well. Don't know entirely how much of that was behind the decision versus just, deciding that maybe another player would be the better answer. But right now, it looks like IG trouble as BLG feeling good with their jungler at the helm. As you can see, you have another flag and drag onto Wei, but Bin already to flash away despite popping the dominance. We're going to see a fight here around the top lane tier 2. Mako getting just one shot by Knight as IG look to go for the aggressive play. They're going to end up potentially paying for it on going forward with the Zenith play. And Knight with the Between Worlds is going to force Rookie to flash away. Hexgate over from Beishwan. He's looking for a massive ultimate. He locks in both of the solo laners. The call of the Fortune God's going to buy some time, but not nearly enough as Elk's able to pick up another kill. Knight's got himself a double, and BLG get 4 for the price of 1.
Grapes, are we allowed to overreact to get the kills from that? Was a almost full-on ace there coming in for BLG. And barely losing a scratch here. It was just Beishwan who ends up falling. Bin ends up soaking so much of that turret. And then Knight, this guy is way too fed at this point.
Has a Shadow Flame already in his inventory. Would be 1,000 gold if he's able to get taken down, but don't think he's gonna even go down here. Gets knocked up to the death charge. Okay, Rookie in with the Realm Warp, a teleport from the Shy for good measure. They wanted to make are gonna scale. The Shy getting close to that second item as well. We talked about the spikes for this team being a little bit later on into the game, and so BLG doing a nice job to punish that for now, but they have to continue to keep their foot on the gas.
I will admit, I do want to see IG maybe not contest this Otacon.
A member off here, and so IG gonna at least poke around, see what they can do around this Otacon. about 7,500 HP. The Shy walking up, Rookie here in the area as well. All 10 members for both teams around the top side of the map because this objective is deemed so important. But Wei goes way too far forward. The subjugate not even enough to save him, and he goes down just like that. Otacon secured for BLG, and now it's a 5v4. Knockup only lands onto On. It's a double kill already here for the Aurora, and Bin gonna jump forward and clean house. Rookie gonna go down. Elk picks up the kill, a 4-0 plus the Otacon.
Notification as a dragon, so in my mind, the dopamine receptors are saying we gotta fight here. You should have seen the predictions went up, and some of our moderators showed the YouTube chat that was going on, and oh my god, Kulla's dead.
Oh, flashes away from the ulti, and now maybe Knight's gone too far forward. That's a caster curse if I've ever seen one. But it's a 1-for-1 as Gala does eventually go down, and Elk now gonna be the primary carry to win the fight for BLG. That's a double onto Rookie. They're looking for the Shy as well underneath the tier 2 tower. Call the Force God not going to connect, and Elk will pick himself up yet another. A triple kill for the Unara, and Knight goes down, but Elk steps right back up as BLG win yet another fight.
They might just win the game. That's Nexus gone. That is BLG striking first in this series. Do they want to go for this? No. They're not going to even take the inhibitor. They're going for the Baron. Big purple worms on the screen. That dopamine has to be kicked in. I actually do want to revise my point. It was a 5-way tie. The other two players are Xiaohu and Clearlove. So very important for Knight. And a small mistake from the mid laner, but I think you will be willing to trade some of your gold advantage for a 5-man ace and the Baron.
4-man, make him still alive. And maybe this Magi stack's going to be a little bit, feels bad there, but yeah, you're going to be happy regardless because that Baron
using
does.
Using Baron to push on a bottom wave while they wait for a minute before that third dragon.
The Shy just hitting level 14. Not necessarily scaling that IG thought they'd be able to get, and another pick potentially here onto Wei. He gets taken down by all 5 members of BLG, and it's going to be a numbers disadvantage with the Baron buff in BLG's hands as they try to end this game number 1 in the base of IG.
How much can they do? They've got 2 grubs, they've got a Baron, the Redemption's also going to give them a little bit of healing.
Depth charge lands onto 4, nicely done, and the Call of the Forge God's going to take down On. Beijhuan dies as well, beautiful job by IG to make sure that the game doesn't end just yet. Grim Prison lands onto Bin, but he flashes forward, and in goes Knight going between worlds and ending the world of IG in game number 1. That's a double kill for Knight, 12-2-8 on the Aurora, and gonna give BLG the first win of this series.
That is the easiest Knight MVP I've ever seen, and I got to watch him in JDG in 2023, so a great start to the series, one that